Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining the Camp Carpenter. I will do my best to keep this as short as possible, but to provide you with as much information as I possibly can. And feel free to continue to write in the chat, and I will do my very best to answer those as I go along, as I no longer have a moderator to do it for me. I'm doing it by myself now. So at this time, I want to talk about Camp Carpenter in the resident program, the sleepover camp. At this time, we are planning on operating and opening Camp Carpenter as a resident sleepover camp. It will maintain still the same program that we've had in the past, schedule-wise. So it will be Sunday through Thursday, just like we've done in the past, for all of our Cub Scouts. And that will be all of our rank levels except for Lions. Lions cannot attend a resident camp. Tigers must have a one-on-one parent with them to be able to attend the program. And then the rest of them will go through a normal program as done in the past. In the past, we have had our Caleb program, and we've also had our, what's the other program? Brain freeze. Our Caleb program, which is our biggest one, which is our overnight one-on-one parent-child. At this time, we have had few conversations about that. So I don't want to make any promises at this time, but the resident camp program is in full swing planning to make it happen. The day camp program is currently in discussions to make it happen. And how does that work with a resident or a sleepover camp at the same time? We are planning on having a day camp program, whether it's at Camp Carpenter or it's our satellite programs or both. Is still in the process of how to make those details work out and how it's going to go. We are hoping and planning on having something at Camp Carpenter, but at this time, we're just going to talk about our resident program, and we'll figure out it as we go in the new year, hopefully. So currently, the plan is, as I said, our resident program will start on Sundays and end on Thursdays, as our schedule has been in the past. And we're going to run for 7 weeks as we have in the past. So week 1 currently would be June 27th to July 1st. So week 1 would be June 27th to July 1. Now, according to some COVID restrictions and stuff right now, that wouldn't be able to work, but we're expecting those COVID restrictions to change, and we'll wait and see. So at this time, that's our plan, is to open camp on that June 27th date. Week 2 would be July 4th to the 8th. Week 3, July 11th to the 15th. Week 4, July 18th to the 22nd. Week 5, July 25th to the 29th. Week 6, August 1st to 5th. And week 8, August 8th to the 12th. So that's the plan at this time. That's how the schedule should work. And we're planning on opening all those weeks as normal. So how do you sign up for those? Well, currently we only have a few packs that have actually signed up, and we need to know what those numbers are going to be. As you heard Phil mention in the joint session, the price currently, the goal is to keep it at the 2020 pricing. There might be that $50 COVID charge possibly. We don't know what that's going to turn out because we're still trying to figure out a lot of things. As you can imagine, the world has flipped and changed. So there's a lot of questions that we're trying to answer at this time to make sure that we can provide the best possible program, and that is the goal. Number one goal is about the program, the safety of the kids and the leaders. So we'll make sure we're always doing a safe program. So how do we prepare for that? Well, we need to know who's coming to camp. So please, you can contact myself or Val. There's the simple form that we've done in the past that you can fill out and send to us, or you can just do it online with Val or myself. Val's a lot better to be able to contact at this time, as I am doing my principal internship and it's been a little crazy. So I will get back to all the emails that you have all sent to me in the last 2 weeks, but I am in the process of getting through all those. So just hang in there. I am not ignoring you. I will work through them all. I have received over 350 emails in the last 2 weeks because you guys love to say hi to me. So thank you. I appreciate that. With that being said, currently, if we look at our 2019 numbers, the number of campers that came to camp, the goal, the predicted goal right now is only 60% of that number is going to come to camp this summer. I would love to see 100% return plus some, but if that's our predicted goal, I have to change my staffing formula in my plans. So the more accurate you can be on your numbers, the better it will be for us to be prepared. And I understand that you guys are wonderful cheerleaders and you do a great job, and you're going to be knocking on a lot of doors to get commitments and information and possibilities. But if you continue to stay in conversation with us moving forward and just keep updating those numbers, that would be greatly appreciated so I can do my very best to provide the best program possible. So let's talk a little bit about what's moving forward here in the schedule. The current plan is to stay the same. So the schedules would still be a 5-block schedule a day. So 3 in the morning, then lunch, and then 2 in the afternoon, and then snack, and then have the free time block Monday through Thursday. So that program is going to stay the same. The program areas, we'll talk about those in a few minutes, but they're pretty much going to stay the same as well. The one big difference that we have planned right now is our Sunday check-in procedures. The Sunday check-in procedures, we're going to try mirror what Griswold Sky Reservation is and try something new this summer. And on Sundays, we are going to have a staggered check-in block time. So some units will come in at noon, some units will come in at 1, and some units will come in at 2. And that information will be provided to you by our head commissioner, Brett Branscombe, who has joined us once again, and we'll be working with you all as we approach the season through the months of May and June to prepare you when that arrival time, that check-in time will be. This will hopefully help to alleviate some of the lines in the health lodge, but it's going to be crucial that the units arrive at the time that they're supposed to and be prepared with all of their paperwork, which I'll talk about in a few minutes as well. So we're going to do our very best to do those noon, 1, and 2 check-in process, so there'll be staggered times, and people will be checking in and going through the same procedures that we've done in the past, but hopefully staggering it will assist in the number of people on property. So what does that check-in process mean? It means med forms, which I know is going to be the hot ticket. Med forms are going to have to be filled out by everybody. Again, A, B, and C are required by everybody who attends camp, who is ever on property, who's spending evening, anytime overnight, or a certain amount of time that you gather. The best thing to do is just tell everybody they need an A, B, and C, no matter what program they're coming to Camp Carpenter through the summer months. So if your unit is going to Camp Carpenter in the fall or the spring or the winter here to do events, you don't need to have the A, B, and C med forms, only when you come for the camping program during the summer. So that June to August timeframe, you need that ABC. My hunch in conversations is that there might be a requirement to have the COVID vaccine. That's a hunch. I haven't been told anything. The medical team is still in conversation, but that's a hunch that may be a requirement to attend camp. Currently, the BSA National does not have anything on their med form that delineates that, and DWC Council obviously has not created anything of that because that's just a hunch that I have. So as that comes forward, as we're talking about these coffee roundtables, I will put that information out as soon as I possibly can, as soon as we possibly know. But you may want to have your families kind of aware that that might be coming down the road. Also, it goes back to medications. Medications will work the same way. None of the state laws have changed. Everybody is going to be required to turn in all their medications. Yes, that includes adults. Our number one people that have the hardest time turning in their medication is the adults. So make sure you're working with us to make sure we get all the medications turned into the nurses when they arrive. And that does mean over-the-counter medications as well. That's a required state law to help us out with our nurses, to keep our nurses safe. We know that the medical profession right now is working overtime And if any of you are in that, we appreciate that and thank you for your services. And we know that this summer, that's not going to change. It might ramp up, or who knows. So we're going to need help with our medical team. So I'm constantly looking for a medical team. So if you are interested or know people that are interested in that medical team, please let us know. Either check in on Sundays or even possibly nursing. Our wonderful nurse, Molly, hopes to be back. But as you can imagine, COVID has eaten up her life as well. And she's very busy. And we appreciate everything she's doing. But she hopes to be back, and we'd love to have her come back. But always looking for nurses. The other big change will be on Thursday. Thursday's checkout procedures. Currently, the way we've done it in the past is at 5:30 when program ends. It's turned over to the PAC. The PAC makes the checkout procedures with the appropriate parents to send everybody home and or go to the family barbecue and the closing campfire. Usually about 7:30-ish is dismissal of the property. And that might change. We don't have an answer for that at this time. We are planning on having a family barbecue. We are planning on doing a closing campfire. There has been discussions for plans A, B, and C. If we can't do that, so we can still have the kids put on some form of a skitter song, it might become a virtual one. But we're waiting to see what that entails later as we get closer. But Thursday's checkout hopefully will still be the same, but we may not be doing the family barbecue, but we'll wait and see, just because we don't know who will be on property at that time. So that may change a little bit of the checkout procedures and pickup times as PACs have done it in the past. With that being said, I will move on to programs. At this time, we are planning on offering our sports program. So the sports program will continue out in the sports field, doing everything from kickball to relays to frisbee to whatever else they can come up out there. Very creative group that is out there. So we're excited to offer sports. Our fort program will once again be in full swing. As I mentioned, we have a new roof on top of the fort, so we'll be able to save that fort for many more years to come. And that program will remain the same as well. The biggest difference that we might see moving forward with the changes in the scheduling is fort has traditionally been a 2-block or 2-period activity. We're going to wait and see what it comes to, but fort could become a 1-period activity. We're hoping to keep it at 2. It all depends upon the staffing numbers and how many people we all bring to camp. So we'll have to wait and see. But that is our goal. Hope and our goal is that will be a 2-block period. Handicraft will once again be back. Handicraft will remain the same, doing all the different crafts in the Web Lodge area. That is our plan. And our swarm, our goggle ball, mini golf, water slide, rock throwing area will also be back. Most likely, it'll continue for sleepover campers, resident campers, to be a free time activity more than a program block time. It has worked out pretty well in that spot in the last few years. So we'll wait and see how that turns out again. Pirates Cove will be open as well. Again, that Pirates Cove has traditionally been a 2-block period. And we're hoping to keep it a 2-block period just because of the nature of the program that's out there. They should be able to do a lot of land program and then be able to get out into the boats and enjoy the time out there with the paddle boats at Pirates Cove. So that's a hope as well. Waterfront, again, will be open. Our wonderful waterfront director is hoping to be back this summer. We'll wait and see as she finishes up her teaching internship and becomes a teacher hopefully next year. So we'll wait and see what happens with her life, but her goal is to come back as a waterfront director. And that program will continue to be offering the same things that we've done in the past with a new looking swimming area. As we no longer have the one big massive raft out there, we'll have 2 rafts, and it will be more of a square per se to make everything fit out there. Shooting sports, we will have BBs and archery, and those will be located where they are. In the past, we will not opening up our day camp archery at this point, but we'll wait and see if we need to for the numbers, if we have too many people. But we will be offering that program as well, and that will be a 1-period block as well. Our STEM activities, those will be offered as well. They will probably be in the same spot. We've had a conversation of moving them over to Web Lodge to connect them with handicraft. But the STEM activities that we've been doing the last few years, we're going to keep those and ramp them up a little bit. We have 2 individuals that want to be the director for there, which is exciting. They were ready to come back last year and do new stuff. So I think they've been just thinking of new things they can do. So it's exciting things to move forward with. And our nature program will once again be returning as well to do all the different things that we can do with our nature on our property to connect with the trees and the bird and the animals and the plants identification. In the last couple of years, they've been working on building the nature and the fishing program, and hopefully that will continue as well. So as we move forward, you'll see the fishing program probably change. So those are the program areas that you're going to see that are operating, that have been operating in the past. That is the plan to continue to move forward with them operating they have in the past. Trailblazers is our biggest area, and honestly my biggest concern, because I have a feeling that those older kids, our Arrow of Light, our 5th graders, are going to be excited to go back to camp, and Trailblazers might be the most popular program in camp, which we'd love it to be. So bringing those kids in to go do that day-long programming. Traditionally in the past, it's been Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Currently, we're planning on it being Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but every unit I talk to keeps saying that they're bringing more Arrow of Light kids, that the kids just can't wait to do it, which is great. Let's do it. And if we have to add that 4th day and make it Thursday, we will. They'll get to do the canoeing across the lake. They'll spend the day out there. They'll do all the cooking, lashings. They'll do first aid. They'll do all the traditional stuff we've done. In 2019, we clearly heard it that you wanted to do more cooking for lunch. So we will be doing cooking out there for lunch. That'll be part of their program. They will do the challenge course. They will do the action archery, which is not shooting at the traditional circle archery targets. It will be shooting at different type of targets, different things that'll be exciting for them. Tic-tac-toe to cowbells to who knows, we talked about moving targets this past weekend, so there might be moving targets for them to try to shoot at too. So lots of opportunities out there. And then of course the pinnacle of it is the repelling. So only Arrow of Light scouts can do the repelling off of the cliff out there. So they'll be doing that program only in that day-long adventure. Currently the plan is to start it right after flags like it's been in the past, and it would go until just before free time. They canoe back right before free time starts, and then they rejoin the pack. That's been the ask of many of the Arrow of Lights. A lot of the leaders have said keep them out there until dinner time. So it's really up to you guys and up to the kids. I guess we'll figure it out as we go along and what they want to do. But we'll be doing the Trailblazers program. And of course, connected to the Trailblazers program is that bonus bridge program that everybody wants to do, that extra night of bridge. So will we be offering that? The current plan is yes. We will do the bridge program, so they'll be able to stay that extra Thursday night into Friday. They will be doing the more adventures, the higher Scouts BSA program type things. They'll be doing the camporee type programming on Sunday morning. They'll be able to do the air rifles, which is the next step up, again, that only Arrow of Light Scouts get to do. So that'll be a plus on that bridge. Then we'll do the ceremony at 11:30 is the plan, as we've done in the past. Sorry, 11 o'clock is the plan. 11 o'clock on Friday to do the ceremony, and they cross over. And Griswold Scout Reservation is planning on being there to also talk to them on Friday morning, and then hopefully be gone by 11:30 in the morning. That's kind of the plan on Fridays, as it's been in the past. With that being said, I've been asked many times, and we're working out the details right now. And of course, the COVID world has a lot to do with it. What about these past year kids? The 20 20 kids that should have been to Camp Carpenter, should have been through the Bridge program. Currently at this time, we are planning, and we do not have a date, in the spring at some point, that we will be offering a Bridge program. So it will be able to invite all those kids that should have been AOLs at camp in the 2020 season to come and do the special overnight Bridge program and do the ceremony so they can cross over, so they can go to Griswold Scout Reservation this summer. We do not have a date, as I said, but we are working out the details. And of course, COVID has a lot of questions and decision-making that it's going to have on that. So as that continues to get closer, keep watching, and I'll get you that information as fast as I possibly can. And that is our goal. With that being said, it's all about staying in contact with us. Contact Val as soon as you can. Get your name onto the constant contact so that we can email you the Carpenter Connector. So it's our e-newsletter. We want that to go out hopefully monthly moving forward, or more than once a month if we have the information to put out there. We also have our Facebook page. We have our Camp Carpenter Leaders Facebook page. Feel free to join that. I'll be updating that on a regular basis as we start moving forward, as details and plans come out. And just keep sending us information. Send us emails, and I'll do my very best to get back to you as soon as I possibly can. As I said, 300 plus emails the last 2 weeks is overwhelming, but I will do my best to get back to everybody as soon as I possibly can. I got a couple days off of school coming up, so maybe I'll do it then. So lots of things. It's going to be busy moving up. Best bet, Josh just saw yours. Best bet is to probably contact Val directly. To be able to contact Val, and she can give you the tickets and give you all the information and get everything set up as we move forward. The Leader's Guide, I have them pretty much done. The plan is to get those out. Hopefully, the goal is mid-December for me personally. I know there's got some major changes up at Griswold, so they may be out at the first of the new year. I am working on the brochures that will be mailed out to the kids. A few of you probably remember back to our dinosaur years when we had a huge poster that we sent home that had a whole great dinosaur image on it, and then the back had all the information for the kids. The kids love that. The kids hung them up, and so that is the plan. It's going to be something along the lines of that, because this year our theme is down on the farm. Down on the farm. So who knows what we're going to see at camp. All kinds of stuff, and all the stuff should be connected to down the farm. Our program areas do a pretty good job at making sure that happens. And so on Tuesday night, Kristen, once again, will be back as our program director, and she wants to see the down the farm, people getting dressed up. And I'm trying to get her out of her pink boots for that event and actually wearing cowgirl boots, but she won't do it. So we'll see what happens. But get yourselves excited. Wearing all kinds of different farm stuff. I have a farmer outfit that I'm planning on wearing. My daughter is probably going to be either a chicken or a cow, or who knows. So feel free to bring them all out there, and you can, who knows, you can have the entire pack follow behind you, and it can be, mother hen or whatever, I don't know. Or so it should be kind of cool. Yes, Darlene, I think she needs to be in overalls too. I completely agree. With that being said, that's the big information, the big stuff that I have moving forward that I can roll out to you at this time. I will be rolling out more stuff. So I thank you for all of your time, your dedication to this program. I love seeing you all at camp. So continue to come back to camp to make the program something special. We don't have the answers right now to how to do promotions. To get out to every unit. Probably not going to be able to do that through our typical January and February trips that we usually do in the past. So if you have ideas of how we can connect with you and your unit, feel free to let myself and or Brett Branscombe know. between the two of us, we will try to communicate with every single unit, hopefully within the next couple months, to make that happen. Because things are different, things are changing, so we have to think outside the box. That's all I have for you. So again, thank you for your time. If you have any further questions, feel free to put them into the chat. I will try to answer them as best as I can. A lot of the questions and stuff about COVID, I will tackle those at another time once we have more answers from our medical team, as they continue to keep their pulse on it to make the answer as accurate and correct as we possibly can. But we do plan on safety, safety, safety. That's the reason we shut down this summer. We believe we can open fully this 2021. The Santa event. Oh, well, that's a great question. Yeah, so Camp Carpenter has continued to operate programs. We were the first one to put our necks out there and offer the iBlast program, which went very well, hugely successful. And then we kicked off this crazy thing called Spooktacular, which was a lot of fun. Thank you for all those that came out. We had a great time doing Spooktacular. The bribes for the black bat. The bribes for the black bat, I will tell you where the black bat lives. The black bat is currently in Kristen's office. However, I think Brett stole it this past weekend. I can't guarantee it, but the black bat has wandered away. Well, it appears if you can see Brett right now, Brett is holding the black bat. So all bribes can apparently go to him at this time. Who knows where the black bat might be by the time you get there. We are looking at a few other things. I can tease you a little bit. We are looking at doing an Easter egg hunt, though not really an Easter egg hunt as traditional. The little kids will have an Easter egg hunt. We're talking like the 2, 3, 4-year-olds, maybe the 5-year-olds too. And then as they start getting a little older, the family, the group that helped us a lot out with the Spooktacular, which was the Menics, Dennis and Danny Menick. They put in a lot of time. Oh, there they are. Danny is helping us out create this crazy German concept of Easter. Danny, do you want to unmute yourself there for a second and kind of give a little idea, teaser?
Hi, everybody. Okay, so in Germany, we have like these shooting clubs, and they always do this big, huge Easter event where people come and you pay for like one of the targets and you and the ammunition and you shoot at the targets. And depends on like how you like hit into the like the rings, you know, you get like 1 egg, or if you hit the bullseye, you get 2 eggs. So obviously in Germany, they do it with hard-boiled eggs. So we did this every Easter. We ended up with like so many eggs that we had for the whole month of April, like hard-boiled eggs, egg salad, anything you can think with like hard-boiled eggs. So I doubted that anybody wants to eat so many hard-boiled eggs like we had in our life in Germany, but we can probably do the same concept with just like candy-filled eggs, like, you know, when you put them out and you do the Easter egg hunt, and instead of that, we just do that. Or if you guys like hard-boiled eggs, we can do that too. I'm sure we can manage that one.
So it's going to be a crazy concept, a lot of fun. It'll be a great time. So come on out and shoot those eggs and get those kids excited. So combination of iBlast, egg searching, and Germany all thrown into one. I think that's the best way to put it, huh? So it'll be a great time. So that's coming up. So it should be a great experience, a lot of fun. And then we'll continue to look at different adventures starting in April. There should be a lot of stuff going on at Camp Carpenter for every level, for Cub Scouts all the way through Venturers, so Scouts BSA as well. A lot of events going on at Camp Carpenter. We have a team that have been working on that already, and we'll wait and see how it goes. So that's the show. Thank you again. Thank you for coming. And we'll continue to update you. So watch for something in December as we get more information and we prepare and we get things more out there. We'll have another camp directors roundtable, and maybe we'll bring in some other people to have discussions. And we'll keep doing it each month to get ready for the 2021 season. We're excited to start it and camp off. So once again, thank you for everything, and hopefully we'll see you all soon. Have a great evening.